China has been focused for a long time now on catching up to the United States in space when it comes to space exploration, and they've really made a couple of really impressive achievements. For instance, in May, China landed a rover on the surface of Mars. It's only the second country after the United States to manage to do that. In June, China sent astronauts to its space station, which is still under construction. China is not part of the International Space Station because the United States worked to exclude China from that. But instead, the Chinese are working on their own. That's scheduled to be in full operation, I think, next year. The Chinese have really come a long way in space. That said, all of that's run by the Chinese government. There is a role for Chinese companies to play in the space program. They're not being as front and center, say, as Elon Musk with SpaceX or Jeff Bezos with Blue Origin. China's companies are playing a more supportive role, I think it would be a fair way to say it, working on things like satellites, rocket launch operations. They're leaving the really big, sexier items when it comes to space exploration, leaving those to the Chinese government. The industry is getting a lot of money. So in 2020, there was 1.5 billion that went into Chinese commercial space companies. That's up from about 800 million in 2019. There are well over 100 Chinese companies that are involved in various parts of the space industry. Geely, the auto company, they have set up a separate division which is working on putting together a satellite network. They announced early in February they were going to be launching their first satellites in the first half of this year. We haven't heard much since then, so it's unclear when that actually will happen. Unlike in the West, where we see, say, Jeff Bezos riding his rocket up into space, Richard Branson taking a ride into space, we're not seeing Chinese billionaires do the same thing, in part because that's just not done. You don't want to upstage the Chinese government space program in China. Chinese businessmen know better than to try to do that. Instead, they know their place. There are niches that they can fill when it comes to their role in supporting the space program.